Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures, and we're up against scenario 6.3, Scaling Mhar Massif. Now, this scenario is a massif pain, if you know what I mean, and so I cheated a little bit, even though it is my first time trying it. I honestly just hate this scenario so much on Heroic Legendary difficulty that I just was like, fuck it, I'm only doing this once. I don't want to do this ever again. So what's going on in this scenario? Well, in this scenario, there are 6 locations that all need to be closed. There is no villain, so all you have to do is close the locations. That's fine, but each location is the dead zone, meaning that any die that is rolled as a 1 or a 2 is counted as a 0. In addition, Obisidian done fucked up and scaled up the difficulty way too high by adding this little nugget. When you attempt a combat check, so not against barriers and not to close locations, but when you attempt a combat check, each die rolled has a -2 attached, which, in conjunction with the fact that 1s and 2s count as 0s, makes every single monster fight a ridiculous nightmare. Now, on top of that, each location must be closed with a survival 10 check, and the rules in the original scenario, which are totally fine, are that whenever a location is closed, each subsequent location is harder to close by 2. So it's going to be 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and the last one's going to be 20. So I just hate this because the monsters are so tough. You have to spend all your resources fighting the monsters, even if the character fighting them is a good combatant. Like, even if you have Amiri, the best combatant in the game, it's still like every single monster is a goddamn nightmare. So we're going to be cheating like mofos here. I am going to be using the soul soaps to close the locations, at least for as long as I can. I also did some fidgeting with the decks. I have a lizard. I have the Potion of Ruggedness I gave to somebody. And I should have really given Ezrin a Potion of Glibness because the henchmen have an alternative victory condition. The henchmen can be beaten with diplomacy. And the henchmen, by the way, there's a 50-50 chance that you just can't use spells against them. So you roll a die on a 50-50 chance, you just can't use attack spells. So that can really screw over Ezrin in particular. Seoni to a lesser degree, because at least she has the diplomacy skill, and no one else really cares. But yeah, so there's a little bit of a nuisance with the henchmen, but it's just the combat checks difficulty is what I think is out of whack in this scenario. So, let's go ahead and start Seela's turn. Alright, there's an occluding field. Oh god, what the fuck is this shit? Okay, so somebody needs to go here and use this a Sahedron card to defeat this. Okay, that's fine, I guess. She doesn't have a Sahedron card, so she's going to move over to where Amiri is and explore her location. Hopefully not a monster. It's a monster. Okay, so let's see. No electricity, fire, poison. Can't play spells. That's fine. Alright, so we're rolling d4s with this weapon, which is pretty bad because d4s are especially bad when each die has a -2 and 1s or 2s count as 0s. So it kind of sucks, honestly. I'm just going to discard this thing because I don't want to use that weapon in general. Harsk is definitely going to be flipping arrows left and right here, so I don't even really care. Let's just get rid of that. Anything here that can help? Well, 2d4 I guess helps a little bit technically, but barely. Still, it's just a bad card. I'm actually just going to use this Wand of Enervation because this is a good time for it. We have a wrong kind of weapon in play. I need to replay all this stuff, though. Yep. By the way, these percentages, I believe, are pretty badly off. Like, it says 92%, but I don't think this is actually 92%. I'm subtracting 11, right, from my roll, and I need to get a 6. But if I'm subtracting 11 from the roll, you know, and half of these dice count as 0s, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get up to a 6. So I'm not confident. I could be wrong. I might be wrong about that, but I believe that the success values are not what they say they are. Okay, we're going to do another blessing here. And hopefully I can get a 6. Okay. Barely got there. Let's recharge that. And the blessing. And the monster dies. So all that for nothing. I'm not gonna, let me see, should I use this troubadour? I'm gonna hang on to it. This can help against the villains, so we'll just leave it alone. There should be enough time with the scouting and auguries and things, so I'm perfectly happy to just take my time going through these places and only start to really spend resources to explore again when I start running out of time. By the way, I did say I was going to cheat, so I will be using these holy candles to get time back. if that's what happens. Amiri actually has a real holy candle. And, okay, I'm going to use the magic spyglass to explore 3 cards. I really like to find the henchman. Nope, nope, and, okay, this is terrible. So, what the fuck is this shit? So this, at least each die doesn't have a -2 attached to it, but this is pretty damn awful. This is whatever. So what I'm going to do is something like this. I'm going to explore the blessing and just take a 50-50 shot of getting it. Actually, let's, didn't somebody have a Callistria blessing? Or did it get spent? No, you did. Okay, so let's recharge this to ensure that I pick this thing up. This does end my turn, because I should mention, I forfeited until I got good wild cards, because wild cards that make monsters harder, that make checks harder for closing, and that add monsters to the locations are all really, really, really bad. So I actually got very lucky. I would have put up with much worse than this, but we have if you pick up a blessing or ally, end your turn, and if you take damage, bury a card. It's really not even that big of a deal. Anyway, Ezrin, do you have a Sahedron card, buddy? You do not. I mean, he's got it in his deck. He's got a Sahedron medallion. And he is the closest to that spot. So I'm going to go ahead and move him over in preparation, I guess. I'm going to, let's see, let's cast Augury on this place before I walk over. Alright, well, I got one monster out of the way. That's fine. And then the zombie nest is actually a pretty bad barrier because it causes you to fight, which is annoying in this particular scenario. I would like to get... Oh, cock blocked. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I'd like to get the Sahedron ring so I can defeat that barrier at the top of Sila's location. So here we've got the Death Trap, which Ezrin is pretty good at, so I guess he'll deal with it. He has the arcane skill. Alright. We got a Gorham that recharges. This is non-combat wisdom, which doesn't work. And that's non-combat charisma, which I'm going to hang on to because it's good against the villains. Nethys is actually a decent scouting card. What is this here? Oh, hey, I can reveal that for +2 on Ezrin's checks. Nice. Alright, so no rechargeable blessings. Achakak, villain or henchman. Nope. No Yabba Dabba Doos either. This is wisdom or dexterity. Alright, so I guess we'll just recharge that blessing. And I am going to play another blessing. Let's do this Aristil, which is not very useful. Okay, got through it. Now there's a werewolf here. Now, I guess what I could have done is I could have used Augury on this location to make this werewolf go away, but there's a Reveler. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So, yeah, the werewolf will just be there for somebody to fight. It's going to be annoying as hell. Teleport, I don't think I need to do. So let's just end it. Still didn't get my Sahedron ring. She is a Sahedron medallion, but she's a little bit far away. I mean, I could start inching over with Seoni. Yeah, let's try that. Let's just go over here. These locations are all interchangeable, really. So let's just inch over with Seoni. And if Ezrin doesn't find his Sahedron ring in time, we'll have Seoni walk over with hers. God darn it. Alright, so she has to unfortunately discard a card in order to fight this Hell Giant with a spell. So let's go ahead and do that. Harsk obviously needs to shoot an arrow over. I have to hang on to this Crown of Charisma because this auto defeats a henchman, which is nice. And what is this now? Savannah, I don't think I have. I guess she's not going to use... I guess actually she might have to use a combat spell. She doesn't have a weapon in her hand. Well, she does have this. What's Fervor? Ah, yes, it's an extra exploration. This is burying blessings for extra. Yeah, I can discard this. I don't think I need that in this scenario. So let's go ahead and discard the Sunburst to reduce the check by 3. I still don't really trust that this is 97%, because these are all zeros. I have to roll a 7 on 4 dice with 1s and 2s counting as zeros. So someone's going to have to spend a blessing. I guess you have a bunch of these blessings for Iomade. Let's do 1 for an extra d10. Okay. So we got through it. And she will fail to recharge the Sunburst, tragically. And that is it for her turn. But nice to get a combat spell. I didn't. I got an Augury, which is not quite as good. Kira's up in just some random place, so I guess she's just going to explore. And it's a henchman. Alright, well, it could have been worse. So let's use this staff. And discard Consecration. So see, I got 2 d12s and a d8. And I have like an 18% chance of succeeding against this asshole. Next up, Harsk is definitely going to shoot an arrow. I'm not even going to save the Spyglass, honestly. It's just helping the combat is just too important. We'll discard this for 2 extra dice. Alright, I guess you can't play well, maybe you can play Incendiary Cloud. I guess we'll take a roll. 1 in 3 chance. Why do I have a +2? I don't know why I have a +2, but whatever, I guess I do. So now we have a 25% chance of success, really? Is that possibly accurate? That seems low, but I do have a why do I have a -15? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But why -15? Hang on, let me start this over. Why is it -11? Oh, I guess because of all the crap that everyone else played. Now it's -9. Still seems like a little bit too many minuses, if you ask me. Okay, let's recharge away. I guess I should recharge away the armor before I recharge away the Spyglass. And then we'll play this for 2 blessings. Why does that make it -11? Oh my god, this is so bugged. I think Seoni rolling to play Incendiary Cloud bugged this up. Because like right now I have a -5 for some reason against this henchman. Right, it's a -5. But it shouldn't be a -5, it should only be a -2. So what the hell's going on? If I play one of these, I bet it's gonna like hurt more than it will help. Anything here I can use to like freeze a monster by any chance? Nope, nope. Oh, this is so annoying. I found a monster, a henchman right on top. I can definitely kill this, but the game bugged out. I think probably because I rolled those dice with Seoni, which I guess I now know never to do again. So alright, there's nothing here for me to do except just to play everything that I have. And just hope that it's enough, that I get a good roll. Okay, I don't know why it keeps undoing all the stuff that I'm doing, but okay. Yep, there we go. 20% chance of success. I think it's probably not even worth it to play this Incendiary Cloud. Oh, I guess it technically went up by 5%, if that can be trusted. Who knows? Let's do that. Let's just play a Blessings. I just need to play Blessings. Yeah, just gotta play Blessings. And I'll even play this thing. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but we're rolling it. Okay, somehow we got through it all, good. I'm gonna close it, and I'm not gonna try to making this wisdom check. We are just going to use this soul soap to close the first 3 locations automatically, because this scenario sucks. And I got tons of gold. I've got the, you know, Obisidian upgrade, so I don't really need the gold for anything, so I might as well just spend it on stuff that will help me win. Alright, she has a weapon, which is good. Harsk's up. So, should I use the Spyglass to make sure this first thing's alright? Nah, screw it. Let's just go. There's a hag. Well, Spyglass wouldn't have saved me. Let's recharge this. For those sweet, sweet 60% odds, let's use a Unity of Shellen for a rechargeable extra die. I suppose we'll recharge a blessing. And fail by 1. Nice. That was great. Okay, I guess I should have played another blessing. Oh, if I'd only gotten that rune. There's like the rune that adds 1 to all your checks. If only I'd had that, that would have been good. Hey, look, it put a henchman on top. Nice. Wait, didn't I have the Crown of Charisma in my hand? Did I seriously recharge it away? I seriously did. Okay, so Harsk is going to have to defeat that henchman for real, because apparently I recharged away my Crown of Charisma. There's no point scouting, because we already know it's a werewolf. And there's no point fighting it, because she's fighting it bare-fisted. So what's over here? We don't know what's over there. I guess I'm going to move and go over here. On the off chance I can avoid fighting a monster bare-fisted. It's an icy ledge. Great. So this is going to move the enchanter back into the deck. Can I defeat this? Well, I do have the option to go Wisdom Survival, which is okay. Wisdom is definitely better than Dexterity, so I don't know why it defaulted that way. Ah, that's a bad loss. Should have thought about this, maybe. This is really good. It would help me find a henchman in a location. I'll have to just cure it and hope I get it again. Anybody got any wisdom blessings left over? Nope. Nope. You're lit, but it doesn't actually work. Aha, there we go. So you have a 78%. It's not really good enough. I really want to make this check. Oh my god, that was close. See these percentages, man. I don't think those percentages are accurate. Way too damn close. Alright, so that's it. I guess I'll cast a cure. And then if I roll minimum on this cure, then I can play Paladin to get the other card. But I didn't roll minimum for a change, which is nice. And I'm not even going to try to recharging this cure by flipping a card. I'll let it fly away, and then I can use Paladin to get it back. That way I don't risk flipping away a weapon, or that Amulet of Inescapable Location, which would be nice to have. Alright, so we get past the blessing, which is good. Remember, my turn ends if I pick up a blessing, so it's good to get rid of that. Alright, Amiri's up. Now, she can fight that werewolf. First, though, just in case I fail, I will go ahead and banish this Holy Candle. Ooh, got the maximum number of blessings back. Very nice. Blorp, 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 blorp. And let's fight this guy. Let's see here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Harsk shoots some dumb... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can actually use this to give the... Oh, he does have a Crown of Charisma. Oh, it's in there. Okay, so never mind then. Yeah, let's get rid of this merchant. It's stupid. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. See, 99%? Barely got it. I don't think that things are accurate. I keep trusting them anyway, but I really don't think they are. Should I move somebody? Yes, actually. I think I shall. I'm going to go ahead and call Seoni over. That way on her turn, she can go over to that top location and use their Sahedron card to get rid of that barrier. Okay, meanwhile, Ezrin is up, and there's just cards here. I don't really want him finding the henchman is the problem, because he doesn't have a Potion of Glibness or any other way to get past the Lang Spiders, but automatically there's this, but this actually helps someone else, not him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this detective. Look at the top 3 cards. Okay, so there is a henchman there, which is cool. This thing is pointless. So I guess we're just going to put the henchman on top and then not explore, because I don't actually want to be the one to fight the henchman. Seoni's going to go over here. What's over here? We don't know what's over there. Okay, so Ezra's going to go here, and I guess I'll explore, hopefully not fighting a henchman. It's a zombie nest. Well, that's kind of annoying, because it means both of them have to fight the zombie. And you do have to defeat the zombies to win, which is annoying. So let's do a lightning bolt. I'm actually going to just use this and discard a card. Note that if you succeed at the check, you get a card back from your discard pile, so that's kind of cool. Harsk's going to just be firing an arrow on every single combat check that happens, and I don't trust this number. So I got to do something else to help out. Nothing here that's reusable except for greater aid, which I think I should save for a henchman. So yeah, Harsk, why don't you shoot over this bow for an extra little bit of help. Oh my fucking Christ. Missed it by 1. I should have really gotten that stupid like rune that adds 1 to all your checks, because that's twice now that this has happened. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the haste. I could have used my Pyromaniac Mage, couldn't I? And then I would have succeeded. Motherfucking Christ. God, I hate this scenario so much. I just hate it so much. I just think this might be the worst one. I don't know. I know I've said that for a few scenarios, but this is one of the worst ones for sure. And I guess none of the other ones have filled me with liquid rage the way that this one does. So yeah, maybe we can just I'm just gonna ignore this. This is totally pointless to try. I'm just gonna use the armor to block the damage and not care, because I'm already failing to defeat this. So the whole thing is getting shuffled. I guess that bright side gives Ezra a chance to cast Augury again. And okay, it all kind of worked out, because when the deck got shuffled, the henchman ended up near the top, and so now Seela can take care of it. So that sort of, kind of worked out, maybe? Oh, good times. Alright, so that was dumpster fire on parade. We're going to end the turn. And now Seoni's up. So she is going to go up here and defeat this... weird barrier that punishes you if you didn't keep your Sahedron cards. It's kind of weird how it shows this, but it does get defeated. And I guess I should cast Augury. Trying to find a henchman. Nope. Hey, all right. I've been, okay, a little bit lucky here with these henchmen, I have to admit. So there's a henchman. Good. She can do diplomacy to take it on. I'll have to spend a bunch of blessings, but it's not the end of the world. I'm actually just going to pop Father Xantus here. If I waste some healing, I waste some healing. But see, I didn't even waste the healing, so yeah. We're good. Lizard is nice. That will automatically, that's a card that automatically succeeds at a survival check for you. So that'll be nice once we use up all my soul soaps to close the other locations. Okay. That's a nice pickup. So my turn will end. Anybody have a Pharasma by any chance? Nope, 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 and nope. Okay, so my turn will end if I get this, which I did, which is fine. It's an extra blessing. It's a shitty blessing, but it's an extra blessing, and resources are a good thing. All right, Harsk has made no progress here, but there is the henchman on top, mercifully. I can use my Crown of Charisma to automatically defeat this thing, and then I can automatically defeat it with a soul soap. I am lucky. I had 3 of these just for free because from, like, I guess the Obsidian pack or something. I don't know if you can buy stuff mid-scenario or not, but I'm only going to be able to do 3 of them because the third check will be 14 and then the fourth one is going to be 16. So once they get up to 16, I'm going to have to actually start using my resources. All right, so there's a henchman on top. Do I want to fight the henchman? Well, I have, again, the wrong weapon, but I could go for a diplomacy check, and in fact, I'm going to try that. So this, unfortunately, is only going to give me 2 dice, because it's only by another check do you get an extra die. But still, it's 2 dice. I'm going to flip a card. Good, I didn't lose anything important. Let's pop the Troubadour, because what else is this Troubadour here for? I don't trust this 98% one bit. I guess, is this henchman or villain? Yep, so let's do that for 2 more d10s. So I gotta get 12 on these dice with 1s and 2s counting as zeros. I mean, God, if this doesn't work, then what does? Okay, good. So we defeat that. And now I'm gonna use my final soul soap. This will also tell me if I can buy more during a scenario, even though I can't use any more soul soaps in this particular scenario. Alright, Mass Cure. I don't think I want to cast that. Do I? I mean, sure, she doesn't get any healing from it, but it'll cure Ezrin, and that's good enough for me. I don't know when the next opportunity will be to cure Ezrin, so let's just do this. And I'm actually not even going to Hail Mary this because I don't want to lose that Amulet of Inescapable Location again. It's the one that looks at 5 cards and then you can put all the monsters on top of the location, so it's a 50-50 chance of finding a henchman, which is very important. Didn't get it, but at least I got some better weapons. Good. So Mary's up here. There's a henchman there. She is pretty good at closing locations because she has a survival skill. So if I'm going to have somebody do it, it might as well be her. So here's combat. Let's go ahead and just throw down my biggest weapon. I'm going to discard it. I'm also going to bury something here. Try to help myself as much as possible. Harsk will, of course, shoot an arrow. I don't care about this eagle in this scenario. And should I do a Charmed Red Dragon and risk a 1 in 12 chance of losing 1d4 cards to fire damage? Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Well, hang on, I can do this. So 94%, allegedly. Do you have some help here, guys? Orb of Firestorm, that should help more than it hurts, I hope. Or else I'm gonna feel stupid. I'm definitely not gonna roll the dice, though, because that didn't work. And I guess this should add 2 dice now, right? Because I played an Orb of Firestorm? Yeah. Okay, well, now I'm hoping that's enough. 42. Okay, good. A little scared for a second there. And why am I fighting another Lang Spider? That's definitely not a thing. I have no idea why I'm fighting this thing right now. I am very pissed off about these weird bugs, but I guess I'm gonna have to try killing it again. I mean, I don't know what else to really do. I don't know why that happened or like what random thing I did that the game doesn't like this time. I have to save that blessing to close the location, because these locations are still difficult to close, even if... yeah, even if you have good skills, they're still hard. But let's go ahead and use Pook for a +3. Okay. This is the roll for the Charmed Red Dragon. Luckily, it doesn't explode in my face. Alright, so I just fought it twice for absolutely no goddamn reason. Great. Let's bury the Spyglass. Play this for 2 extra dice. Oh yeah, I'm going to use all this stuff here. Add 1 die, add 2, and then add an extra d4. So I need an 8 on these dice. This still holds that a 1 or a 2 is a 0, but it does not hold that I have a -1 for each die. I'm actually still not 100% confident that that is really the 99% chance that it claims to be. So we are going to spend a little bit more to help. I'm going to go ahead and pop a greater 8 on this. Yeah, like, it's not 100%. That's just a lie. If all the dice came up as 1s and 2s, or even like half of them, you could still fail. So yeah, that probability calculator I don't think is even taking into account the fact that 1s and 2s count as 0. Want to flip a card, losing a cure, which sucks, but greater aid's a good card to have because it helps close the checks, which gets very difficult. Do I want to move? Well, that's going to be closed by Seoni with her lizard. So yes, I do actually want to move. I want to go over here and make it over to this location. I don't think I need to drag Kira into it, though. Okay, so I guess at the end of the day, I did get lucky here because I kept finding henchmen near the top. Each location has 4 monsters in it other than the henchmen, and the more of them that you fight, the harder it is. I mean, you can see how low I am on blessings right now. Imagine if I had had to fight any more monsters. Like, I would have been even lower on blessings. So the fact that the henchmen kept coming up near the top and getting found by augury was huge, and that was with me cheating like a mofo. Alright, this is not something I want to do because Ezrin is not particularly good at closing locations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my mask and leave that guy where he is. I don't think I need to teleport for any reason. Well, I could go to this. No, that location is going to get closed too. Okay, so both places now have the henchmen near the top. So this is actually really fine, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight it. My main concern is just defeating it. Now, I believe that this thing only applies to combat checks. So yeah, she's probably honestly just better off doing diplomacy than doing combat, just because that way she avoids the -2 penalty per die. That's gotta be true. She has an automatic success at closing the location, so that's fine. I'm just gonna throw all these dice in her face. 11 on 5d10 should not be a problem. And yeah, she'll kill that henchman. So yeah, characters with a good diplomacy skill are actually kind of an asset because you avoid that -2 per die penalty. Now here we're gonna go ahead and I guess use the lizard. Actually, I kind of want to use this Potion of Ruggedness because I don't need it after this scenario. The thing about this Potion of Ruggedness is that she can have someone else make the check, but she's the one I probably want having to fight the henchman anyways. So yeah, let's just do this. And close it. Okay, and now I guess that's that. So at this point, I have 20 turns left. What I want is just to have Seoni be the one to do this. The question is, can I get her over here in time? 20 turns seems like a lot, but she only gets 1 move every 6 turns. She has no movement abilities here. Ezrin can move her once. So I need to see if it's possible for her to be the one to do it with her lizard or not. Let's see. Let's say Amiri goes and drags Seoni here. So let's see, 19, 18, 17, 16, Seoni's dragged right here. Then Ezrin goes, that's 15, and he casts his haste on Seoni there. Yeah, we're actually fine. So I want Seoni doing it, which means what exactly? It means that no one else, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, so Kira, yeah, she'll just, wait, why does this death zone not have an explored thing on it? That should be the villain. Well, I guess Ezrin's here, I might as well cast augury. Or the henchman, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess the Medusa mask doesn't leave it as explored for some strange reason. Okay, but anyway, now it is. Okay. Okay, so we're cool. I guess I'll see if I can find the other haste. Maybe. Wait a minute. Let me think about this. I could actually do something different. I could actually teleport Ezrin at the end of his... Oh, it's not his turn. Right, he can't cast teleport. Anyway, forget all that. So, Kira's up. I guess she doesn't need fervor, so she'll do that and heal herself for a d4 plus 2! And she's not going to be doing any fighting, so she can now discard all of their cards that are not blessings. The only thing that matters is her finding blessings to help Seoni defeat the last henchman. And she got 1, 2, okay. Harsk is completely irrelevant, so I guess I'm gonna just do this and see if I can get the Crown of Charisma back. I don't think I can. Yeah. Sela is irrelevant as well. So, she'll just... Oops, I meant to discard her weapons. Alright, so Miri is gonna go here. And then she has blessings to help, so I'm not gonna be super picky about them. Ah, whatever. I will be super picky. Yes, let's do this end of turn. Move Seoni 1 space. Get rid of all my weapons. And see if I can get, I guess, a blessing that helps her close the location. No, I don't need a blessing to help her close the location. It would be a blessing that helps charisma. Ezrin, so I could teleport over, and that does nothing, because I don't have another teleport. Yeah, so Ezrin is just going to sit here and cast haste. So it's a good thing that Ezrin was before Seoni. Wait, hold on, am I doing this right? Yes, I click on Seoni, then I click here. Yep, we're good. And then she'll come over here and defeat the last henchman. And there's Disintegrate, which is whatever. So yeah, I apologize for all the cheating, you know, the soul soaps, and off-camera choosing favorable wildcards. But you can see that even for the monsters I fought, like if the difficulty was harder by 5, this would have been even more of a nightmare to defeat any of the monsters that I fought. And if there was an extra monster in each location, I would have been less likely to find the henchman like I did, which was pretty important to my success. So yeah, it's just all kinds of a problem. It's a combat check. It's not a check against a monster, but specifically a combat check. So this will not help against the monster that Seoni has to defeat right now, but that should be okay, I'm hoping. So let's do it. All right, diplomacy time. So there's 1 die. An extra 2 dice, a 3rd die. She does have the lizard, which automatically succeeds at survival to close the location. This actually is nice. It's against monsters, not combat, so I can play that. And that. And you have some shit. Not that it makes any difference. Okay. I need to roll 11 on those almost 11 dice. Should be good. Lucky number 69. Alright, so, we'll pop this lizard, which is actually a discard, not a recharge. And that is all she wrote. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe. I promise the next video is going to be normal, me actually playing the game for real and not just cheating because I despise the scenario. But you can see that with a little bit of luck and a little bit of careful wildcard selection, plus things like the Potion of Ruggedness and spending gold on soul soaps, that scenario can be beaten. Yay! Alright, so let's go ahead and get our feat, or our reward. It's another card feat. No, it's not a card feat, it's a skill feat. Okay, so easy choices here, obviously charisma. I guess Amiri has an interesting choice. She can only put 1 in wisdom, so her last one's maybe not the most useful thing in the world. Dexterity, I suppose, comes up more than constitution. Ezrin, obviously, more wisdom. Seoni, I suppose you could do kind of whatever you wanted, really, but let's keep going for dexterity. Kira, obviously, more wisdom for those recharges, and then Harsk, again, for all of his skills. Now, let's rebuild the deck. Didn't really pick up any boons, did I? Oh, I did get a Blessing of Era still, which I'm not going to keep. And a Favor of Desna, which I'm also not going to keep. So now let's get some cards back from the box. we need what? A couple of items here? Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know. I mean, I have so many spyglasses. I kind of don't even want to take the spyglass. We'll take a holy candle. I could take 2 holy candles. It's getting a little crazy. 2 holy... Am I really going to do 2 holy candles? I mean, I did spend one of these, like, flasks, which are pretty good, but... You know what? F it. Let's get double the holy candle, double the fun. And you need an item as well. Maybe you'll take a flask. Yeah, how about that? How about... Although, you know what? Here's the thing. Those flasks add 2d6. These orbs add 2d4, which is not even that much worse than 2d6. And they can be played on anybody, which I kind of like a lot, actually. So let's get, let's see, they're immune to electricity. I forget, oh god, who are the henchmen immune to? Fuck, I can't remember. Is it, I know it's electricity for sure, but is it electricity and fire or electricity and cold? I think it's maybe electricity and fire. I'll take the orb of ice. I could be wrong though, and then I'll be really annoyed if I am. Let me just take a look to see if I just screwed that up or not. We're gonna go to the collection. Let's go to Adventure Deck 6. Let's look at the henchmen. And these guys. Oh, I fucked it up. It's cold and electricity, so I should have taken the Orb of Fire instead. So I won't be able to use that in the final battle against the 15 billion henchmen that come up, which could be relevant. It really could be, because on the hard version of this game, when you fight the final scenario, there's 2 times the number of henchmen as there are normally. So yeah, not being able to help against those fights is annoying. Damn it. I should have taken the Orb of Fire. Well, anyway, if I really wanted to, I could go back and, you know, I could play a scenario, give the Orb of Fire to somebody who doesn't have the right skill, and then have them banish it. No, maybe I am going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, how about that? All right, let's do it. So you're going to take your Orb of Ice and give it to Amiri in exchange for a holy candle. Do I have any more Orbs of Ice or electricity? I do have another Orb of Ice here. So yeah, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do the same thing. So Amiri, get rid of those Orbs of Ice. Let me turn them into Orbs of Fire. Flask of Storm is also bad. These flasks could be really good because they work at the current location. And that is actually kind of nice because in the final scenario, everybody's at the same location. So the flasks become a lot better. In fact, that could be a reason to actually take the flasks instead of the orbs just for the last scenario. So maybe I will actually get rid of this because this thing is electricity, which the henchmen are immune to. And instead, I guess I'll give you a spyglass. Yeah, there we go. That seems legit. So Mary's gonna try to get rid of all those flasks. Do you have any dumb orbs? No, you don't. So we're out. I don't want any fire or sorry, I don't want any cold or electricity granting orbs in my life here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Take care.